2009 paper 1 time zone 1. The following diagram shows the graphs of displacement, velocity and acceleration, the of a moving object as a function of time t. Complete the following table by noting which graphs A, B or C corresponds to each function: displacement, acceleration. They didn't ask anything about the velocity. Write down the value of t when the velocity is greatest. Before explaining or before solving this problem, let me explain one concept over here. This is nothing to do with this problem, but you need to understand how the derivative is used. For example, if I'm taking, say, y is equal to x cube, then its derivative is 3x square. And if I'll take a derivative of 3x square, which is a double derivative of y, then it becomes 6x. You can see we are starting with the highest power, that is 3, then it reduced down 2, then it reduced down 1. 6x is basically linear function. So you can see graph B is a linear function. Graph C is a quadratic function, which is 1 power higher. And graph A is a higher power because it has 1 minima and 1 maxima. That means it's a cubical function. Same thing happen over here. When you have your displacement, if I'll take a derivative of a displacement, then I will get a velocity. And if you will take a derivative of a velocity, that means double derivative of displacement, then you will get the acceleration. So acceleration ideally should be a linear graph if you start with the cubical graph. Quadratic is your velocity graph. So in this part, if we use the same concept, you will understand that linear is what your acceleration. So acceleration is graph B, which is what B. 1 power higher, that is a velocity, which is a quadratic, which is graph C. And 1 power higher, which is a original function, which is your displacement, which is graph A. Now clearly you know the graph C is your velocity function. They said write down the value of t when the velocity is greatest. The maximum value of the velocity is here, which corresponds to 3. So the answer of B is t is equal to 3.